Welcome to what's going to be the last episode, or at least the last episode, edited episode. You guys will get this whenever. I'll try to make it the last episode. I try to watch the beginning of the videos to be like, oh, this was recorded before this, after this. Make a little timeline in my head. You know, I also write them all down. So it should go out in the right order, but who knows? Maybe I'll just play a little joke on myself and do it out of order. That'd be really funny for you guys and me. But this is Handy. Now I said I didn't like the every, 3-letter acronym. Not the government. Totally love those. 3-letter acronym followed by an abbreviated letter. So multi, Handy. I fucking love this dude. You beat the shit out of people. You have a giant hammer. And you also have a fucking barrage of drones that can both heal allies and damage enemies. Like, what else is there? Like, what else could you ask for in life? He was a good-ass character. I'll probably... he's on my list of characters I'll do when I start the new vanilla all the way. I'm not sure what I'm going to call that series. I think I'm going to call it, like, Risk of Rain 2 All or Nothing. Some stupid ass name. I'm still thinking on it. Hopefully it's gonna be fucking... Yeah, I have some big plans for that series. Well, I've already stated them with, like, running every character on every difficulty and then all the way through Eclipse. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And, it's a comfort game. It's gonna be great for me. And I hope it'll be just as entertaining for you guys. That's for sure. I had some questions about, how do I explain it, how I was doing so fucking good, but I just rendered the video. Yeah, no, that's completely evident. We're stacked up with 3 purple items, 4 green, and like 8 white items. That includes teddy bear, the feather, soldier syringe, a bunch of goated items. We got the snail drum isn't that good, but you see that little black obelisk with that circle? It means I can double do shrines. We're not gonna fucking lose this run. Like, with a start off like that, it's impossible. Especially if you look over there at the end. I've got 5 recyclables. I don't know what the fuck I recycled. Like, that just is like a blur in my head. And we're over here, we're killing a bunch of already good items. So it's a good character. It's great items so far. And we're only getting better. We just got the double mag. We got another feather, we got barbed wire, we got the other feather. Yeah, no, I'm honestly baffled if I could even fuck this up. Like, I will look at my notes here in a second, but it's for sure one of the greatest runs I've had. If this was a monsoon run, I would have still won. Because look, now we have Crowbar, Merlin's Dust, and a soda. We're yoked. And we got the backpack. Yeah, we can't fuck around. Like, we're doing great. It's a wonderful run. It's a great example of, like, never end off on a bad note. I think if I'd had some god-awful run with a god-awful character, and then all this stuff had happened with, like, the modding and everything, I couldn't have done anything. I would have for sure never wanted to play the game again. Or it would have been a solid, like, 6 to 8 months before I'm like, let's go back into vanilla. Now it's only been like, yeah, it's been 2-3 months, but that's just been because I've been asking Reddit, like, how the fuck do I fix this, or things like that, like, trying to figure it out. If I can articulate this properly. We know that's not my strong suit. It's a great run, and that means I want to get back in the game. I have plans for it, and I'm happy I have plans for it. And not depending on the success of the series, those plans will happen either way. But the response is definitely going to be encouragement. Now, it does not mean comment or some shit. I'm not begging for comments, likes, whatever. Like and comment if you have something to say, or if you like it. That's my mentality with YouTube. I'm never going to beg for any sort of engagement. The views and the watch time are pretty much like that unconscious vote. Like that, oh, I watched this for 3 minutes compared to 20 seconds. Oh, I clicked on this thumbnail, it interested me. I returned for another episode. Stuff like that is what gets me, like, and encourages me. So, but the engagement, of course, like, I reply to every comment I can except for those weird Russian comments that are, those I kind of just leave. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to engage with those because they all have the same profile picture. It's a little bit scary, to be honest. And then real quick, we got Pocket Watch, we got Fork, we got Spikes, we got red item, we got 2 yellow items, 2 Merlin's Dust, 2 backpacks, 3 of that. We got Squid. Do we have anything that combos with Squid? We do not. I'm gonna look up real quick while I'm getting so much recyclables. I'm almost certain I haven't been recycling items. If I have, then this is my first ever run I've ever recycled anything. Wait, I think I have an item that allows me to recycle stuff. I think that's the case. It in fact was the case. Was being key because I'm pretty sure we have a different item now. It might still be the recyclable. I'm almost certain it's a modded item, so I don't know too much about it, especially since I'm going to be playing vanilla again this time. If I'm speed talking, I apologize. I lost 2 takes because I accidentally double clicked the record button. I'm not sure at all what just happened. I just lost a whole lot of footage. It's not an issue. We can always re-record and re-record better. But I do have the points I talked about written down so I don't forget them. We're going to get through here. We're ahead of the curve, and this is going to be a great run no matter what we do. I'm almost certain there's no way we could lose this. Even though I'm not going to Mithrix, I am going to be going to a different boss or to Obliterate. I find those runs to offer the same feeling of winning as Mithrix. Sometimes you fight Mithrix, sometimes you fight Mithrix and Voidling, or just Voidling, or you Obliterate, or you fight the Obliterate boss with the Paladin's Beads of Fealty. It really depends on what you want to do, what you're in the mood for. I think that's completely alright. Like, I don't have an issue with it. You play how you want to play. How do I explain it? You're going to beat bosses, you're going to lose. I do think, however, there is a level of skill that you retain, because even when you're out of practice, if you have, like, this many wins and you're out of practice, you're going to make it to at least Mithrix, Sky Meadows, no matter what you do. Like, I mean, if you're sitting back with your eyes closed, of course you're going to lose, but I think there's a level of skill retention with this game that you aren't going to lose no matter how long you're away from it. I especially saw that starting again with Commando. Like, my worst character, I'm still making it to, like, Sky Meadows minimum before I get absolutely stomped on. I think that's something you can expect. Like, yeah, if you've made it to level 3 every time you're in practice, you're gonna make it to level 2 no matter what when you're out of practice, or to level 3. If, I used to make it to Mithrix every single time, or wherever I wanted to go. Didn't mean I beat him, because he's an unfair boss. Well, he's a fair boss, but still. It didn't mean I beat him, it just meant I got there, and then now I'm out of practice. I've come back and got a little bit of practice. I think if I put my head down, I can make it at least to Mithrix, the stage, the outer moon or whatever, every single time. It's not going to be an issue, unless I have, like, the worst RNG. And there's probably a stage where if I'd continued playing this, I would have been making it wherever I want to go and beating the final boss, or winning the game, quote-unquote, no matter what I tried to do. Now there is some attacks with Mithrix, like his pizza toss or like some of his slam attacks are gonna kill you no matter what. So there's always that chance that you just get fucking stomped on by him, and I think that's not necessarily unfair, but it's just something you have to come to expect. He's a he's a run ender. He's at the end of your run, but he's a run ender. Like, it's not like some roguelikes where once you get to the final boss, it's a pretty assured thing that you're gonna beat them. Like what was it? Like Slay the Spire, I beat the final boss one time, or like the floor 2 boss or so. I'm pretty sure I beat the final boss, and I didn't feel like I was going to lose once I made it to the final boss. I had these cards that were perfect for it, and I think if you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose to a mini boss or another encounter. But with this game, I think that would be the case, but I've never found the actual teleporter event bosses hard at all for some reason. Now, I'm completely unsure if that's ego, narcissism, predictability of attacks, or just experience with like more intense shooters, because I've played bullet hells, I played Doom, I played third person, I played first person shooters my entire life. Like, one of my earliest memories is Halo. Being like 6-7, playing the fuck out of Halo, getting up to legendary, beating that like 8 or 9. So I love shooters, and that might entirely be it. It's just that the bosses, too much experience for the bosses or whatever. I do lose to them. Maybe 1 out of 100 I'll lose to a plain boss. That's entirely if I fucked the RNG. Like, if I'm sitting with like 1 row of items, hit a Shrine of Order or something on accident, there's no items that I'd want, and I'm fighting a unnecessarily hard boss, something like that, I get to experience that feeling of loss, like losing to a boss. But other than that, the mini bosses and the teleport bosses are perfect. They're easy. And then Mithrix does kick my ass a little bit. The Voidling, I've met him exactly 4 times, beat him twice. So we're going 50-50. We're going pound for pound. We're boxing it out. Voidling's pretty easy. Some of the modded bosses I've found pretty fucking easy. You guys will see that here at the end of this run, actually. Just really depends on what the boss can offer. I have a lot of fun, though. I have got my shit rocked in by those Dark Spirit bosses, but mostly because it's like 3 of them with all your items, I'm almost certain. So they just beat the absolute shit out of me. What are we sitting with? That is a lot of reds, a lot of greens, a lot of whites. Yeah, I don't think this is a losable run at this point. I mean, I could lose it, but we're plowing through the void fields, which is going to give us another red, and gives you essentially a bunch of free whites and greens. I shouldn't say free. If you're playing well, and if you're patient in doing it right and at the right time, they're essentially free items. It's a free extra stage, and it just offered. I just fucking send that thing off the stage. I was probably so upset, but it's gonna be easy enough. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's plow on through. Let's go beat the final boss. Or whatever boss we're fighting this time. 3 whole rows. I'm not even sure you can get a 4th row. I think it just keeps making the items smaller, and that's fine. What are we sitting with? We're sitting with a ton of drones, too. We don't want... Oh, my gosh. Do we have fireworks now? I bet we have fireworks now. That's what that was. Yeah, we have one of those fireworks stacks. I had a run with the Voidling. Actually, I beat the Voidling 3 times. I don't count this one because I saw a meme of it and we went and did it. It was, you place down a vending machine and then you have the fireworks and you spam it and it just eats through Voidling's health. I found that really funny. It was a great time, to be honest. That was a fucking awesome encounter. It's not the only time I've done stuff like that. That's the only time I'll pull out like the artifact of command is to do some fucking memeing. I did a crypt, I think like a crypt bleed build a while ago. I did a insane bungus build with engineer. You know, you gotta try it every once in a while. And I did a like a captain build with like, fuck, what was it? It was like crit and explosive with his like shotgun thing. It was an enjoyable build. I looped like, so I got the full build by Sky Meadows, and then I looped, and I got to like loop 4, and I just stacked proc item after proc item. So gasoline, like the explosive canisters. It was very insane. Like, good nostalgic memory. Holy crow. Holy crow. I'm vibing with it. It was a great ass memory. It was a great ass time. And I'm actually going to call that for the end of the video. We're about to go fight this boss. There's not much else to say. We gotta go obliterate with this item to unlock Paladin, which I never got to play, but I will when I start this series again, I guess. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's alright. Thank you guys for watching us long. It's insane that you guys have. That means the fucking world to me. You're playing into, you're indulging me a little bit. You're enjoying what I'm doing as a hobby, and you know what I do to relax. You're enjoying it, and you're spending time watching it, which means the world to me. And you know, like every episode, you guys help me play video games guilt-free. It means the fucking world to me. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for watching this long. If you're hearing this, you're the fucking GOAT. That's all I gotta say.